forehead. e-rev. Applied directly to the forehead.
e-rev is not responsible for any monitor-to-head related injuries. View at your own risk.
Hello everybody and good evening and welcome to e-rev TV, where tonight we're going to be covering TGL's Last Stand COD 4 tourney here. This is a semifinals match between Pandemic and Nexus, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a top-notch match here between these two awesome teams. I'm your host tonight, Anger, and co-casting with me tonight will be my man Wansome. What's up, Wansome?
Hey, what's going on? Just check and make sure the stream's alright. I want to let everybody know our website's having a little trouble right now, but we should be good to go for tonight.
Alright, and on the video, the man, the myth, the legend, Limey. What's up, Limey?
Pretty good, pretty good. 3 maps tonight. It's going to be loads of fun. 2 great teams, semifinals of a great tournament. Looking forward to it.
Alright, I'm going to go over the starting lineups really quick here, and then I'm going to introduce our special guest in the in our event here. But first off, we're going to talk about the Marines here. Pandemic will be on that side to start it off. We have Nabor, Lay, Keith, Curious, and Prank, the same cast of characters for Pandemic. And for Nexus, we have Deny, Michael D, Gnome, Juvie, and Muse, and they are also the same cast of characters for Nexus. So, let me introduce our special guest in the event right now. I'd like to welcome in my man Moors. He's the big-time TGL admin here. Good evening, Moors. What's going on, bro?
Nothing much right now. Specking this map.
Alright, about time you're doing some work for TGL. Sheesh. Alright, looks like Nexus is going to get the first round here in their favor, and Gnome takes that and gets the last guy down there. So it's going to be 1-0 here off the start. Just like always, we'll have War Room. We'll have that up and running. And I know some people were having some problems with the archives, with the Nerveland archives, but they will be fixed, I assure you of that. And we had some problems with the site earlier. That will be back up. And we may have a problem now, and we're going to try to fix this. But with what happened with the hacking portion, we may have lost some members in the forums. Now, we have 1,900 showing, but as of today we had 3,000. So if you signed up within the last, I would say, couple weeks, please sign up again. We apologize for the inconvenience, but we just had somebody hack the site earlier in the week, and it just really threw things off here. So please, if you can, just join the site up again. And again, we apologize for the inconvenience. Alright, so we're going to get back to some action here as we have 4 members from Nexus Alive going up against Keith, Nabor, and Prank here in the second round of the TGL's Last Stand COD4 tourney. Now we have Keith, Nabor, and Prank here wants him now. I'm not sure if you're looking at Gnome and Michael D right now, but we do have Prank moving to the A bomb site right now. And oh, he takes out Michael D there as he's waiting by the sandbags.
Yeah, and there's a serenade by Keith right onto the car, taking Gnome out. He was picking the A cross there pretty effectively from the palm tree planter right there. So, great play by Pandemic. We saw them beast up on this map, what, a day ago, Anger?
Yeah, it was about a couple days ago there. And they did an outstanding job taking out EG there. Right here, Morris, I know we're playing on a strike right now. What are the other 2 maps that we will be playing here, because it is a best of 3 maps here?
Next up would be MP Vacant, which is one of the other maps that both teams have chosen. And the overtime map would be Backlot.
Alright. So both teams chose these particular maps, and so this is what we're playing here. So just sit back, pop up a cold one, maybe it be a beer or a Coke or whatever, and just sit back and enjoy the cast here. As again, we're casting Pandemic and Nexus here for TGL's Last Stand COD4 tourney semifinals matchup here. So I'm going to take a look at, looks like Gnome and Deny here in the A site. Gnome just on the outside of the wall. We have Deny at the dumpsters, and Michael D way above the statue, in between statue and cafe. And as I'm taking a look here, wants them, and I'm trying to find some more. It looks like Prank here is at bottom A, and Lay is in mid streets, and the Boar making his way around to mid streets also to give Lay some backup here.
Yeah, here they come, Anger. They're all beefed up in front of the A entrance. Here goes Nabor, Prank, and Lay coming in, firing heavy towards Michael D there at the cafe area. Takes him out. Prank does go down to Michael D, however, so Lay and Nabor now by the statue, side by side, and they're going to run into Gnome again up on that Potter by the palm tree there. He'll be able to pick the crosshair. Lay sees him, takes a shot at him, nothing yet. They're going to have to move pretty quickly here as we're down to 28 seconds, so Pandemic is going to be on the run here. Here's Nabor peeking around the corner, taking some fire from Gnome. He's really held down that site pretty well. Lay goes down, Gnome goes down, Gnome takes down Nabor as well. So a great play there by Nexus, just picking the crosses, not making any big mistakes there, and they're not going to get picked from these experienced Pandemic players, so Nexus showing why they were the champions of the Nerveland.
I guarantee this, and I'm telling you right now, it's going to go, this match with the maps, it's going to at least be an hour-and-a-half cast. I can already see it because these 2 teams are so equal, it's ridiculous. And they're just, I mean, there's going to be hardly anybody going to be winning out here with a big extensive lead on each round or each map. So this is going to be a dogfight, Wansum, and it's going to be a big-time dogfight.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you've got some of the more exciting players in the game here, you know. As far as, you know, those submachine guns go, people are talking about taking them out of the game completely, but you put one of those in the hands of Prank or Michael D, and, you know, they're a one-man wrecking crew, so both teams are really evenly matched skill-wise, so it should be a good one to watch, and I agree with you, this is gonna take a while, man.
Yeah, right now we have the bomb. Well, actually, it was a false plant there by Keith, but he's going to see Michael D. Michael D's at the dumpster, so we possibly here are going to see a 1v1 matchup here. And Michael D taking his time. He's really, I'm surprised he hasn't came out yet. Taking out Lay there. And we have Nabor here at the statue. And that was very surprising there. That was kind of odd.
It was.
Anyway, we have have Juvie in the area here. Juvie's still by the palm trees coming back into A. And Michael D gets taken out. Looks like he was trying to flank. And he gets taken out by his own member, Muse, there. Oh my goodness, they're probably yelling it up in Ben a little bit there. Ooh, nice shot there by Juvie. Cleaning up in the boar there, Wansome.
Yeah, absolutely. Keith is all by himself at the fountain now, and here comes Nexus. Muse with his crazy purple jacket. See what he's going to do. Muse is going to go down to Keith there, and looks like we got a Juvie and Keith one-on-one here. Scope versus Auto, and Keith is going to take him out there with a headshot all the way across the A bomb site, and Keith is beasting right now, Anger. He's at 8-2, only 4 rounds into the play here.
Yep, and I wonder if Muse really wears that purple jacket, even today. I wonder if he's butt naked just wearing that purple jacket with all
Oh, come on, man.
Blinging, man. With that thing.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
All right.
That jacket probably costs more than my computer.
Well, I don't know. Depends how bad your computer is, because I don't think that thing was that expensive.
He was repping it big. He was pimping out the purple.
I know, looking like a small Teletubby, man. Gee. Alright, we have Nabor here along with Prank moving into the A bomb site near the statue. Looks like we have Deny here by the water fountain here in the back corner, and he's just holding off. Muse taking out Keith there as Keith was coming back in. And wow, Lay gets taken out there by Gnome. Michael D at the sandbags. He's going one-on-one. Oh, he gets taken out by Prank with a 74. Wow, this bloodbath right here at the statue right here wants him.
Oh, absolutely. Prank beasting up again with that AK-74. As I said, him and Michael D, they're one of the better players with that submachine gun up there with probably, I'd say, Rob Wiz. So Prank hanging out here by the statue. Nabor is in the middle markets area. Muse is out by the green car in the street. I'm going to watch him here as he should get in the firefight with Nabor. There's Nabor taking him out with the MP5 there. So Prank is still at the statue. Nabor moving back around the street. I'm going to cycle around and find, looks like Deny is hanging out at the statue right now. He's at the A-bomb, has that on lockdown, so looks like Prank sees him. Going to take some firefights here, and Nabor has planted the bomb at B. We're on a 60-second clocking. And if you're Deny right now, what's your case of action right here?
Well, right now he's moving into the B bomb site, but he's going to have to really do something spectacular here because, again, Nabor's no slouch. And as I'm looking here, Nabor is really hanging out in the spawn, so he's just in the back corner as Deny is getting the fake plant right now. So it's going to be interesting here as Nabor moves over. So we're going to take a look at this 1v1 matchup as Nabor. Oh, nice shot there by Nabor. Cleans that up. Pretty easy there. So it's 3-2 right now in the favor of Pandemic. And right now we're going to head on over to Nexus's war room. Let's head there now.
I'm not having a good time. No, you need to listen. Go. Can't see any hype.
No one here.
So you rush out Cafe. One more left. Cafe, they rushed out.
Front A, hit.
Statue.
Statue.
Got him. Another one statue. No one statue.
I'm watching the street.
Yep. Come up, they cross. Oh, I guess.
What's up, Nabor and Keith?
Is front A clear for me to get out of here? Thank you. One up.
Last one's Keith. He always plays nameless.
His name is 3, guys.
I'm just chilling today. I have the A site completely. Like, if he goes to plan, I have this. So, like, I'm not watching front A or statue. I'm just chilling at the barrel, Jewish jump, basically. But I'm not on it.
I'm about to B. I'm trying to watch everything, but it's hard, dude.
Hold on, I'm moving. Give me a second.
He's probably already
rotation
out
to
of
B.
nameless, to be honest.
Front A.
Nice
Hey,
shot.
listen, guys.
Let's
Listen.
All right, we're back to live action here. 3-3 as Nexus ties everything up. I want to give a little personal shout out to my boys over at Nexus, especially my man Naz, B Miles, and of course that sexy little Cuban Mexi I want to give them a shout out. I scrim with them from time to time, and they actually let me scrim with them, as bad as I am. But nonetheless, there's some cool guys over there. I love those guys, and I remember them from the BF2 days. So I just want to give them a little love and give them a shout out. So right now I'm looking at Curious and Prank here as they're moving into the A site, and we have Keith in mid streets here, giving them some cover as they make their approach into the cafe. Michael D and Gnome are holding it down here by the dumpsters in the A site, so we're going to possibly see a firefight ensue here. Right now we have Curious on top A, Naz on bottom. So, ooh, nice nade placement by Keith, taking out Deny there. As Michael D makes his way towards sandbags a little bit here, possibly tried to look into the cafe. So it looks like Pandemic, I'm not quite sure there, wants him, is making a flank around the B.
Well, actually, they still have 3 players in the A area right now. Lay and Prank are moving in. Lay gets a set nade on Gnome. So Lay is at statue. Michael D is on the opposite side. I'm not sure if they know each other there. Here comes Prank over the cafe wall. So going to be a firefight here real soon. He's just sneaking around. I don't know if you guys are watching this or not. Michael D playing it smart there. Takes out both Prank and Lay at the statue, and he just did not move. Nabor by himself in the B market. He's going to put some MiG-16 fire down on Juvie. Juvie goes down, so he's in the B markets. He's a 1-on-2 situation, and you know, really there's nobody better in this game at clutching than Nabor. Well, I shouldn't say that. There are betters, but Nabor definitely an experienced player, and he's got 20 seconds. He's going to have to move pretty fast here, Anger.
Yeah, Nabor's moving away to more mid-streets, but right now Michael D has it on lock here. Nice job there with the M4. Takes out Nabor, and he cleans up that round. So Nexus right now in the lead, 4-3 here, early as we head into the 8th round.
I tell you, one of the big surprises thus far, Curious G is killless, Anger. 0-7 right now. He's not pulling much of the weight for Team Pandemic. You know, maybe he'll hear us talking and get things sped up there. So it does look like Pandemic is going to make a B rush here. Prank and Curious are moving pretty quickly here towards the B stairs by Flower. They got smoke going up top Flower, and looks like Muse is sitting in the B dumpsters area right now. So they do have it on lockdown. Muse takes down Prank there with a great shot from the dumpsters there, and gets Lay yet again with that AK-47. Muse is beasting up, sees Curious G there, firing at him through the wall. Curious G is going to get his first kill of the match there on Muse with an AK-74. Nabor takes out Michael D, so Pandemic with the advantage, 3-on-2 here. Gnome looks like he is sitting sort of towards the back B, hanging out by the Potters again. Pretty popular spot as Juvie takes Nabor out there, takes out Keith, but gets a headshot there from Nabor. So 2-on-1 here, Nabor and Curious G versus Gnome, and Gnome is in the B site. So he's coming around dumpsters, flashes Nabor. Nabor's taking M16 fire on him. Deagle in the head to Nabor. So great play by Gnome. He's really beasted up this round, Anger.
Yeah, Emung is doing a nasty job right now. He's 8-4. He's really doing some nice work here in this round, and actually the last round. So right now it's going to be a 1v1 matchup between Curious and Gnome right now. So we're going to take a look at that. And yes, I called him Emung because he screwed me up one time in the past. So I just call him Emung now. He loves it. So right now we're going to take a look at him. And it looks like Gnome is actually going to move around here, transition back to mid streets as Curious has moved back into B. So this is going to be interesting here. About 50 seconds left for Gnome to do something here. Bomb is planted in the B site. So this is going to be interesting as I'm looking here. Gnome is making his way towards the spawn area and towards the back way, I guess you would say, into the B site. Right now I'm looking at Curious. He's taking refuge in the top A building, top B. So it's going to be interesting to see what transpires here, Wanson.
Yeah, I don't think Gnome actually saw where Curious G went there. He expected him to be in the back. Looks like Gnome is going to hold the defuse here. And there comes Curious G, takes him out there with the AK-74. Gets 2 kills that round, really helping his team out in that clutch situation. All tied up 4-4.
Yeah, right now we're going to head on over to Pandemic's War Room. Let's go there now.
Hey, late. Where are they playing today? It's like right in our window? Like, can you get in the window?
They're randomly proning around statue. I got... Oh my god. I didn't save my sprint. I need to smoke that.
Dumpsters! Broadway, I think.
Outside Peach.
Back of this, back cars, sniper back cars. One camping behind statue with the SMG. I'm smoking the cross. Make your way to red.
I'm coming back with you guys. Got tree.
I need a Broadway. It was behind statue, so yeah. Make my way up to Broadway. Is it Broadway? Reloading. No, don't hit front of A. Don't hit front of A.
Nope. Flanked.
Don't hit the front of A. Don't hit the front of A. There's a guy in A. Hit dumpster and Broadway.
I'm out of like fire. I think you saw one back in that cubby, Justin.
Trees, yeah.
One hiding in B. Can you pick him or not?
He's right at the tree. Dead.
I shot. I'm making a play on him. There's a guy filling his route right now. Got him.
I got a gun, dude.
I'm playing for top window.
He's in peach, he's in peach! Got him!
Playing for top window.
Front A! Hey, right! Let's try.
I hate that spot.
I always had the SMG out the whole time. Like as soon as he got close. But yeah, I didn't know he had one.
Alright, back to live action here as Nexus takes back the lead here, 5-4. My God, Muse, that was just impressive there, how he walked the board down. That was textbook there. That was just beautiful. I gotta give Muse mad props for that. He started from the statue and made his way all the way back to the water fountain. Very, very impressive there by Muse.
Oh, absolutely. He played Nabor's weapon really well. Nabor had the M16 out, had Nabor spamming, did not hear a reload, and you know, once he figures Nabor is down to his last few rounds of that M16, just went ahead and rushed him and got the kill. So really fast round taking place here. Noma's by himself. We're only 30 seconds in. Noma's going to get flashed. He's at the back dumpsters right now. He's going to counter flash, see if he can't get away. He's bleeding out pretty prolifically right now. Pandemic has control of the A site right now, so there's a plant going down. Gnome's going to have to make his way through here. He's going to run into Prank at Statue, take some fire, sitting by that back dumpster. Don't know how much cover that's actually going to give him, as no plant has been put down yet. There goes Curious G onto the plant, so Gnome is pushed back to dumpsters yet again. Prank takes him out there with the MP5. So great, good, fast round there by Pandemic, really coming out swinging that round, Anger.
Yeah, right now we have Nabor going 12-8. We have Keith going 11-8. This is for Pandemic side, and for Nexus we have Muse going 10-6 and Gnome going 10-7. So right now, as I'm looking at everything, pretty much even balance here for both teams. I mean, there's really no pretty much good scoring with all the players. So again, this is just going back and forth, and they're just not give. Oh, yeah, you're right. Look at that.
Wow.
Michael.
Team A.
Oh my God!
Wow.
That looked like maybe not as impressive as Prank's EG teammates, but my God, Michael D, that was very, very nice to get a team ace on such a team like Pandemic. Oh my God.
Yeah, that went down even faster than the previous round, so Pandemic going to have to make a change here. Nabor headed to B by himself as Nexus comes pouring into the A site. Lee is into the statue right now. Keith hopping over garage. Listen to all those grenades, Anger. Can hardly hear myself talk right now. So we have Michael D and looks like Deny as well as Juvie scoping up top. And really interesting battle here between Prank and Juvie, Anger. I know you were a BF2 guy at the time, but we all know Prank to be, you know, the most prolific scope in COD 2 history, and Juvie has sort of outshined him thus far in COD 4 as Prank takes that big R700 and takes out Michael D there. And Juvie doing quite well for his team with the scope. However, Prank is pretty multi-dimensional, using that auto from time to time. And Juvie answers right back. Speaking of the devil, headshot into Prank there with that sniper shot. So it looks like we're all tied up. Well, I'm sorry, Nabor is by himself now at the B markets, and we have Juvie, Gnome, and Muse left, Anger.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a great matchup between Juvie and Prank here with the scope, because again, as we saw in the last match with Pandemic against EG, I mean, Prank was just a beast on the defensive side as the scope. I mean, this guy was lighting everything up that moved. So it's going to be great because, again, just like in Nerveland, you saw Juvie just do some outstanding things with that scope also. Yeah,
absolutely. And again, you know, Prank is probably the more dynamic player, but on this map it doesn't really matter. You need to use a scope on both sides, so I'm a little surprised to see Prank using that R700 rather than the lighter M40, so that's really an interesting choice. You don't see that R700 too often, Anger.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at Nexus here. Now, what Pandemic was doing, at least on the offensive side, they sent 4 to A, and they had Nabor going B, and just holding off and maybe trying to catch a couple peeks on the flank move. But right now I'm looking at Muse for Nexus. He's the only one going B, and the other 4 are going to A. So pretty much the same thing as Pandemic there, strat-wise. So smoke being deployed, and the fighting taking place right here in the statues area. We have Curious and Keith taking control of the cafe right now. So this is going to be interesting. Gnome in mid-streets. We have Muse makes his way over past the plant shop here, and he looks like he's going to try to possibly make his way into B. But Curious and Lake cleaning things up. So right now we're going to look. It's going to be Muse by himself at the B site. Let's take a look at Muse right now as he's trying to get in there. Oh, nice shot taking out Lay as he approaches that stairwell there. And smoke being deployed here. Wants him possibly trying to get this plant down fast like.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to hold it. Here comes Curious G. Sees him, gets him off the plant. Great play by him, coming quietly around the corner, playing the clock really well. So 7-6 right now in favor of Nexus, but Pandemic not out of it yet. Again, you know, a lot of times the defensive side of this map is a lot easier than the offense. So something interesting I saw Pandemic do there, they actually counter-smoked mid-street and sent Prank and Curious G over the garage wall and sort of met Nexus in the face there. So it'll be interesting to see if they do that again, Anger.
And actually they have done that again, because we have Curious again taking control of the statue area while Keith is his backup at the dumpsters, and smoke being deployed again by Deny. And Deny trying to make his approach in, takes out Curious there by the palm trees in the corner between cafe and statue. So Deny really taking control here of the A area right now, and he looks like he's in the open, so he can get this plant down very quickly here. Muse making his way along with Gnome here, and Juvie and Michael D's in here. So Lay gets taken out, and right now Nexus looked very, very impressive there, making their way into the A site and took control of that very quickly here. 8-6 right now in the favor of Nexus.
Yeah, Keith was staring down just a whole army of Nexus right there. He was in Fountain by himself, and I was behind him spectating, and I could literally see all 5 names from Nexus just shooting at him. So no luck there. They're going to have to do something drastic here to slow down this A push from Nexus. So again, this middle street is just all smoked out. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 smokes have been laid. So Pandemic is in. Juvie taking out Curious G there with a spam at the statue, however. So Pandemic Keith is by himself in the cafe area, and the front door is open. And it looks like Nexus will be making their way towards front A right now with Juvie and Michael D. They have let the smoke go, which is a little unwise in my opinion. They don't have any cover coming into the A site. But it's all tied up 4-4, Anger. What do you see over there on Pandemic's end, over there by B?
Well, right now we have Keith in the cafes at A right now, and he takes out Michael D there on his approach into A. Lay is actually flanked all the way around from B, and he can go one-on-one with Gnome. Oh, Gnome takes him out there with a nice M4. Gnome going back. Oh, he takes out Prank at the statue. This guy is lighting shit up here. Gnome. Oh my God.
Are you serious?
Gnome's gonna go one-on-one with Nabor right now, and Nabor is coming from his spawn area, actually mid-streets right now. He's gonna take his time here. He's got more than enough time here, 47 seconds. So the pressure right now is on Gnome here to get this plant down, and he does actually. So nice job there, Gnome, kind of kicking back by the bomb site A right now. So it's gonna be Gnome against Nabor. Who is your money on here, Wansum?
I gotta go with Gnome, man. He's got the momentum, he's got the spot. Nabor does not have the right weapon to effectively rush him unless he's picked up something other than his M16. And looks like Nabor's trying to do one of his patented crazy ninja jumps to get some sort of weird angle on Gnome to no avail, so he's run out of time, 30 seconds left. What do you think, Anger? Who you got money on here?
No, I would agree on at least in this particular round. Gnome has the MP5 out. He's ready, and the boar is really taking his time. A little too much time in my and there it is there. Gnome taking him out pretty easy. He was pretty much more in the open there. 9-6 right now. Nexus takes the lead there. So right now we're going to head over to...
Was that an ace?
I believe so. You know what? Holy
that was
crap.
an ace.
No. Right. Wow.
4?
Oh, it wasn't.
Was that 5?
1v4. 1v4.
Well, thank you, Moors. I appreciate that. Moors there, in
You're
case you
welcome.
guys forgot, he's here checking it out. And Moors, I mean, you're watching everything from an admin point. How you enjoying it?
It's pretty good right now. Some close rounds.
All right, right now we're taking a look at Nexus. Michael D, Juvie, and Deny are the only 3 alive right now. Going up against 4 Pandemic players, and Juvie is at, oh, nice shot there. Michael D getting taken out by Nabor. So Juvie and Deny right now, oh, Juvie get taken out by Curious here, so Deny is by himself here. He's in the bottom A site, kind of in the mid streets. He's going to see Nabor in a second here. Nabor's, well, actually, Nabor went back to B right now. So Deny is by himself here, approaching the A site. Looking at Keith here on top. Oh, Deny taking out Keith there. Keith exposed himself a little too much there.
Nice shot. Yeah, he kind of peeked that corner a little too nonchalantly. Didn't expect him to be there, so he's coming away with it. Could we see another clutch? I don't know. Deny is in Cafe right now. I'm trying to cycle through and find out where the other Pandemic players are. Deny still hanging out in Cafe. He's going to take his time. He's got 40 seconds. Nabor is going to be coming from the dumpsters area. Lay is actually going to see him, take him out with the AK-47 there. Great position there by Lay. And Pandemic is just flat out fun to watch. Both these teams are. When you get into those clutch situations, they play smart, they pick lanes, and they sit there and they wait. And that's what good players do. So good teams, fun to watch.
All right, right now we're going to head on over to Pandemic's War Room. Let's head there now.
Dude, we need smoke in front of A, man.
Yeah, right now, far to A, far to A, far to A.
Nice.
Far to A, watch red, watch red, watch red.
They're in A site, by the way.
Alright. You need to smoke in front of A as a priority. Like,
Whoever needs to do it.
Holy crap, 10-7,
Wow.
back to live action. That was freaking quick. Wow, Nexus is on the ball tonight, man. They want this.
Oh, they got something to prove that land just wasn't a fluke, you know? And you still see Curious G there with a 4 in his name. Pandemic taking 4th, getting knocked out by EG and Nexus. So, you know, Nexus is a great team. They're really out to show that they can do it online and at LAN. So, you know, they're playing really great now. It's fun to watch.
Let me ask you this. You know, could this be a match where the tide turns a little bit, where Nexus would be the top team? Because, I mean, Pandemic has claimed this crown since COD 2, being the top team in North America. Is this going to be a role reversal here? Nexus is going to claim it to be the top team?
Well, you know, it's more than possible, to be honest with you. You know, Pandemic has been sitting on the high horse for some time with great leadership from the Boar and a lot of those veteran players from COD 2, but Nexus showing that they can swing with the best of them, and if they can keep their roster steady as well as keep up this level of play, then I don't see a whole lot of teams out there giving them any sort of challenge other than, you know, perhaps EG and Pandemic. So it's nice to see another team headed to the top of the ladder, Anger, because for so long it's been dominated by the same 10 to 15 players all the way through COD2.
Right, and head on over to IRC at #E-Rev on the Game Surge and QNet network. Put in your comments in IRC. I want to see what people say. Is Pandemic? I mean, we all know Pandemic is right now still the top team in North America, but I mean, is Nexus? Is this the match where, or the maps that Nexus takes over that top notch? Just let your opinions be told here in IRC, and I'll take a note, take a read here, and see what goes on. But in the meantime, right now, we're going to head on over to Nexus's War Room. Let's head there now.
Sorry, he's fell back into B. Want to shoot, and I'm looking to shoot.
It's Prank! Prank's top sniper house.
On the street.
He's gonna peek front.
Frank's moving towards you. Oh, God. Where you at? Where you at?
You just heard one, dude.
Juvie jump fountain.
Sounds like he's at the fountain now, or in
He's
bomb
at the bomb
site.
site.
Fine.
Cafe.
Oh, bomb site, cafe.
Let's try, man. Let's try. Yeah, that round, from what I noticed that round, is they kept like 3 back.
Alright, back to live action. Again, Nexus extending their lead here. 11-8 right now, so just a couple more rounds and they can put MP Strike under their belt here as a map win. So right now, again, it is the best of 3. And in case you're just tuning in, you're watching TGL's Last Stand COD4 tourney between Pandemic and Nexus. This is a semifinals match. The winner of this will take on the Guardians next week.
Yeah, and I tell you, it'll be interesting to see how this next map is played out, Anger. So, you know, Pandemic could be more prepared for the next map than they were for this one. However, I find that hard to believe as they just dominated Evil Geniuses on this not even 2 nights ago. So, Pandemic is fighting back a bit here, but Gnome is just doing it ridiculous for his team right now at 24-11, taking out 2 kills there. So, Prank by himself, and, you know, I wouldn't say Pandemic has given up, but maybe they're just looking for that next map, Anger.
Here right now, I'm taking a look. Prank, the only one left alive here as he's making his way back to the mid-streets area. And Prank right now, oh, he gets taken out pretty quick there, going 11-19. Now, again, against Evil Geniuses, this guy was a beast. And right now, he's just not doing it. But, again, he may be able to make it up in the next map. So right now, 12-8 here. Nexus in a controlling lead here.
Yeah, Nexus is really playing, you know, quite well. I've said it all match. Again, Gnome really carrying a lot for his team right now. His other teammates are positive, however, that 25-11 has been a lot of clutch play from him, getting those really close rounds. But he goes down early to Nabor's M16 there, so it looks like Pandemic will be coming in hard to the A site. They have control. Curious G in a firefight here with Deny, takes him out with a deagle as a nade gets dropped on Prank there, just a random spam. So Muse and Juvie by themselves right now against, looks like 4 Pandemic members. And Muse is hanging out at the B bomb site. He may be clear to plant here. No, he is not. There's Lay waiting on him. Just jumps out, puts it in his face, and we're in the tie round right now, but it's not over yet.
Right now, we're going to head on over to Nexus's War Room. Let's go there now.
Do not rush. Their nades are perfect to where if you have a good spawn, you still can get killed and nameless, but I just made.
Well, I'm gonna rush out of capture.
So do not. Okay, oh, okay, then I don't know that.
He's probably rushing Nameless. When it's statue.
Say double stacked apartments.
Got one of this.
I'm gonna go up towards the catwalk.
You know, A looked pretty clear when Juvie was in there, guys. Y'all might try to work that.
Yeah, but they're probably watching it from Nameless. Fuck.
No, there was only one A, dude. They only had one guy.
All right, back to live action here. 12-10. It looks like Pandemic's waking up here a little bit here. Wants him.
Yeah, they're fighting back, and, you know, great teams do this. And I tell you, Anger, as stressful as things get at e-rev, which may not seem like much, but, you know, with all the website attacks and things like that, I tell you, it's matches like this that remind me why I like doing what I get to do so much. You know what I'm saying, man? Just good competition, good teams going at it.
Yeah, you need to shut your dog up in the background there. Give him a milk bone. Just playing. Right now, Curious taking out Michael D and Prank taking out Deny there. So right now, Juvie is the only one left alive here. We're going to take a look at Juvie here. He's bleeding out with the scope. And he's going to be going up against all 5 members of Pandemic. This is going to be a tough one. If he clutches this up, this guy is going in the books automatically here. Oh, he takes out Curious. That's one. Oh, nope. He gets taken out there by Lay. So right now, 12-11. This is going to be a very, very critical round here. This can possibly go into overtime. So right now, we're going to head to Pandemic's War Room. Let's listen in now.
Nade early, nade early.
Don't get antsy. I'm gonna play Broadway watching Big Window. I'm not watching the cash or something.
Nice. Go, guys, come on. Go get triple nade. Trees, guys, don't get triple nade at these trees. I'm dead at nade. Nade from fire, nade from fire, nade from fire. That was a nade from fire. Just nade vulnerable from fire.
I'm gonna pick. Lay it. Shit. They're in cash, they're in cash. Big window.
They watching
Big window
Peach?
just ran out.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
They're in cash. I got B.
They smoked you.
Red. Green card and cash.
Oh, fuck. Cash.
Lower tower. They're going to their spawn. They're gonna go B, I think.
I got one red.
Sniper went to their spawn, I think.
Where are you, Jace?
I'm in gray.
I'm in cash.
Okay.
So they're probably gonna go B, dude.
Nice.
There's one gray in flank.
Nice!
One gray.
Let's get gray. I'm gonna shoot and run away as soon as possible if I see him. Maybe can he go into B site?
I'm watching from B.
Oh, he's in A! He's going to the site!
Faked. Faked again.
Alright, I need to...
Nice! Let's go! Come on! Win this no T!
Wow, guys. What? How is he gray?
Yeah. Well, I didn't see him.
Seriously.
You killed two.
Someone said gray.
Alright, back to live action and want some. Pandemic has answered the call. We are going to overtime, ladies and gents. This is where it pays off right here. All the practice and everything. Now the balls are going to start getting a little tighter here.
Yeah, no doubt. And this is where I think Pandemic's going to shine. They've been in these clutch situations before. Had a little bit of unfortunate play there at Nerveland, against both EG and Nexus and so on. But you have to think Nexus is kicking themselves right now. Anger, they had a big lead there and let Pandemic fight their way back into it there in those last few rounds.
Yeah, hopefully they didn't lay up a little bit, or they didn't hold off the gas. They should have kept the pedal down and heavy here, because once you have a team like Pandemic and you're up like about 4 or 5 rounds, you need to just put them out of their misery, at least for this map. But they didn't do that. Pandemic makes a comeback here, and again, this is why they're just one of the #1 teams in North America. So they did a nice job, and right now it looks like everybody's taking a piss break. So in the meantime, one of the questions that I pose to you people out there in IRC, if Nexus wins this, are they considered to be the #1 team in North America, or do they still have some work to do? I mean, they just won a Nerveland there, and it's very impressive when you win, so everybody sees how you play. I mean, you got all the pressure there, and now you win, you beat Pandemic. I mean, that's the question to you in IRC, and I actually have a couple of people that actually gave me their comments, and Lone Wolf says Nexus is definitely the top team in COD4. Lands are never flukes. Lands are where things are proven. The online stuff is just icing on the cake. So thank you, Lone Wolf, for that. And I also have one here from Wub from Fragweiser. I think one match won't tell who the best team, but both teams are really good. And appreciate your comments, guys, and in IRC. So I got a couple more questions later on as we head to the other maps here to keep everybody interested. So it's all butter. So right now we're going to head to overtime, and why don't you take it off here, as it looks like Pandemic is going to take the Marines. They're going to be the offensive side on the draw first, and looks like Nexus is going to take the defense, obviously. So Pandemic moving into the A side.
Yeah, here comes Pandemic, hard and fast, pranks all the way to statue, smoke is up. Gnome is in there, he's flashed, he's going to have to retreat to the dumpsters, so Curious G is going to peek the corner, and there's a pineapple thrown by Prank, no kill there, smoke is up, Pandemic should be able to get into the site here pretty easily. Prank is into the site, fake plant, sees if he can draw out some of those Nexus members. Juby is up top of the scope house right now. Michael D and Gnome are both sitting in the dumpsters right now, I did not see that. And if they don't get out of there pretty quick, they're going to get spammed through the walls relatively soon, so it looks like Prank is going to fake plant yet again. Again, these are just two great teams going out at drawing them out with those fake plants, and Nexus has fallen for the bait. They are down to Juvie and Gnome. Prank will put the plant down now. We're on a 60-second clock, Anger.
Yeah, right now Keith looks like he's going to take refuge over here by the mid-streets A area right now. And the boar hanging out in the hotel lobby area. And Keith still in the same place. Curious and Prank moving towards dumpsters. And they're going to take this round here. Prank getting a nice double kill there. And it's 1-0 here into overtime. 1-0 in the favor of Pandemic. So right now we're going to head on over to Nexus's war room. Let's go there now in overtime.
Okay, were you even A though? I didn't.
They're definitely doing A again.
Name is zero. Got a guy name him.
I'm watching Cafe still. I still can see Cafe through the smoke.
Okay. Spawn square and spawn
square.
car. Spawn square and there's a guy in the middle of the street car.
One went to back cafe.
4v2 guys. They've got to push the bomb sites.
Yep, going to. I'm
He's
going
still
to.
spawn car.
Okay, don't worry about
Watching
that.
cafe.
I'm up at spawn now, so I guess I'll watch it.
Me.
I can see the street. Don't worry about the street. Don't worry about the street. I can see it. Oh
Top
man.
A and forget name this one.
Top A, Joe. Careful.
I can see the entrance into front A.
Sounds like he's gonna do a cafe.
Okay, well, I'm top sniper house, man. I'm top sniper house.
Can he come across the street to me? He's not going to.
They can.
Bottom A.
Sounds like he came out of bottom A.
Watching the nameless cross to the front A.
Okay, I'm in top sniper house.
They could already be there, Joe. So.
Oh, he's front B. He's front B.
I got B then. I got B. Okay. Going to A.
Statue. It's crossing. The other one's right below you, dude.
Dumpster. He's in
He's
A.
right in there.
He doesn't have time to plant. Oh yeah, he does.
Now
he does. Good job.
Run. Good job, Joe.
Alright, back to live action here. Excellent job there, Gnome. You did what you had to do, and it worked beautiful there, Watson.
Yeah, smart play. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he just, 50-50 chance there that Nabor wasn't going to hold it, and he didn't. So, great play by Gnome. It's one of those dead rounds where neither team gets a plant down and neither team dies. So, great play there by Nexus. We're all tied up 1-1. Prank taking out Deny there with that scope shot in the A cross. The A bomb site is open for Pandemic to move in. Michael D taking out Keith, and Curious G is going to answer back into Michael D. Real quick trade kills right there. Gnome is at the dumpsters right now. He's going to see Prank, take some fire on him to no avail. Prank doing some crazy jump shots here at Juvie. And just a lot of, it looks like Star Wars right now. Tracers everywhere, but nobody's dying, Anger.
Yeah, Juvie's really holding his own here, and I got to give him some mad love because against Prank, again, I mean, we can't say enough how good Prank is with the scope, but Juvie is doing a nice job himself here, and he's really hanging in here, just giving problems to Prank here. So right now we have Curious moving up to the dumpsters here. We have Lay and Prank also holding off at the A site. And as I'm looking here, we have Muse right now just kicking it too, kind of by the connector dumpsters area as he makes his way to mid streets. Juvie getting taken out by Curious, and Lay gets the plant down. So right now we're going to take a look at Muse. This is going to be a tough one here. Going up against 4 Pandemic members here in the mid streets area. And he gets taken out there by Curious. So right now it is 2-1 here. Pandemic getting it, extending that lead a little bit as we head into the 4th round here, Wansum. And we're going to head into halftime.
Yeah, I believe so. And Muse is killless right now going to halftime. It is only three rounds, but still not pulling the weight for his team. Looks like Nabor is going to go take a leak. And Moores, I got to ask you, how do you see each of these teams stacking up against Guardians, pros and cons?
I really think the winner of this will probably win it all, just because practice-wise, each team plays quite a bit. And I believe Brett is still going to be on vacation, so they're going to have to use either Penn or Frosty for their match.
Yeah, that's going to be very critical there. When you lose a player like Brett, and if he is still going to be on vacation, that's a major blow to the Gardens.
Well, they do have some veteran players. I mean, sorry, Frosty's nothing to scoff at with his list of accomplishments, however active he may be. So it should be a great matchup. Again, I think these two teams are probably the top two teams in the game right now. Guardians is still a lot of fun to watch play with the experienced players they have. I know we saw Bond clutch one before, I think 2 or 3 times there at the Nerveland Anger.
Yep, he did what he had to do there at LAN. And right now, again, we're just waiting for Nabor here to drain his main vein. Now, I want to pose another question to the people out there in cyber world, meaning IRC. Even though the first season hasn't ended yet, I want your guys' opinion. I want to know what your top 5 would be in North America, your top 5 teams. Now, I thought about this a little bit, but I've really got to think a little bit more, because when you get down to about 4 or 5, that's going to be really tough there.
Can I get you ready up real quick, Anger? We're waiting on you.
Oh, God. What a douchebag I am. So make sure you guys get that in IRC. Also, you can get your shoutouts to Anger or e-rev wants them, and we'll make sure we'll get those out across the airwaves. So right now we're going to take a look at Nexus here. So looks like they're going to do, they're going to go 5A here, 5 hard A. And Pandemic, how do they look on their defense here?
Oh, they're doing pretty much the same thing they did the last couple rounds. However, they're pretty much held back at dumpsters due to the spam nades from Nexus. So Keith, Prank, and Curious G are all moved into the A site. They're going to come around the corner and see Deny, but Curious G not quick enough. As Deny takes control of the statue area, Pandemic is pushed all the way back to the dumpsters. They're not in the site, and this could be detrimental to this round for them, Anger. So it looks like Juvie's scoping out a cafe. He's going to see Prank, going to get him in the head right there. And again, epic sniper battle going down here. So Keith is hanging out there by the dumpsters. He's getting smoked out. Going to get scoped by Juvie is Lee. So Keith by himself now, and he's got 4 members of Nexus to go up against, and he's going to get taken down by Deny. You know, Nexus really answering back there with a Fist of Fury and taking an offensive round there.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if we go into a double OT. I mean, again, these teams are that close to one another. So right now, again, I'm going to take a look at Nexus here as they're pushing off, and pretty much the same strat again. Actually, no, maybe, nope, he's not. So we're going to have all 5 members going to A. Is Pandemic setting up the same way there, Watson?
They're going to play a little more aggressively this round. They are moving Curious G over to the garage area. He's in, so he has the front A on lockdown. Nexus did not see him go in. As he takes down Deny there. Here comes Nexus, though, coming through Cafe. Juvie, Michael D, and Muse are all in the area. Curious G taking some fire down there on Michael D. And he's going to flash and move in. Let's see what he gets here. He does take out Michael D, but gets a deagle in the back there from Juvie. So Keith is hanging out at Fountain, I'm sorry. And we have Juvie all by his lonesome. He's a lonely boy, Anger, hanging out there in bottom A. And he's got a lot of work to do here. Not impossible, but he's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, especially the way that Pandemic is laid out here on defense. We have Lay in mid area right now. We have Keith hanging out at the water fountain, and the Boar kind of by the palm trees in between A and B right now. And it's going to be tough here for Juvie because he's in the hotel, so he's nowhere near any bomb site whatsoever. He's got about a little bit over 45 seconds to get something accomplished here. But again, once he gets into any bomb site, A or B, he's going to have a tough task because they're close enough where they can rotate to either bomb site very easily. So this is going to be tough for Juvie. Again, I just don't think he'll do it on this particular round because the way Pandemic is laid out.
Yeah, Keith is playing it smart. He's not showing his head. Juvie was trying to get a cheap pick on him there up from spawn. Keeps his head down, smart player. Juvie's moving through to the flower connector right now. Should run into Nabor relatively soon as he's been playing back by those palm trees. So he is going to make his way to the B bomb site. 14 seconds on the clock, and he's not going to have time to get this bomb down, Anger. Pandemic is closing in on him. He takes down Lay there, but he is going to go down to Nabor, and that's just a great scope shot, but too little, too late.
Yep, so 3-2 right now in the favor of Pandemic. And I think Lay just kind of sacrificed himself there so Nabor can get that clean shot. So at least that's my opinion on that particular one. So
yeah, good teams bait. So these are 2 great teams, so I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case.
Alright, right now we're going to head on over to Pandemic's War Room. Limek, let's go there now, bro.
I flash and
I smoke, I smoke.
Shitty smoke. Shitty smoke.
Middle street, in statue.
Two statues. No.
Nice!
I'm on the middle of the road, green car.
Nice!
Sniper.
Sniper.
Alright, dude.
He's in this.
Where's that jungle?
Fire!
Nice.
Yeah! Good job.
Alright, back to live action here. 4-2. And a great job here. Pandemic takes the first map, so the pressure now is on Nexus. Nexus had that round, that map round. They just couldn't quite get it done there, and that's what great teams do. They clear it up, they catch up, and they put them out of their misery. And they did, at least in that first round, or first map there, Strike. So right now, we're going to head on over to Vacant as the second map here. And again, in case you just joined us, you're watching TGL's Last Stand COD4 tourney. This is a semifinals match between Pandemic and Nexus, and Pandemic has won the first map. Now we're heading on over to Vacant here, and this is going to be a totally different type of map here. A lot of close combat, and this is going to be actually really fun to watch.
Yeah, here's what you're going to see on offense. You're going to normally see a 2-1-1 split here. Bathrooms is pretty much the vital part to this map, Anger. You have to take control of bathrooms, whether you're on offense, whether you're on defense. You have to be there. Get into the gauntlet. You're going to die a lot, but then again, you're going to kill a lot there. So you should see two players moving in towards the A site. They're going to setonade the hell out of the A room, toss some smoke in there, rush in, and by that time, the other players should have taken both the A and B side of bathrooms, and then they'll sort of coordinate their rush into A in that manner. Going to be a little interesting to see what the teams do on defense on this map, as these walls are paper thin, Anger.
Yeah, right now I'm going to go over the starting lineups, and one of the other things too that I have to talk about this map is that, like you said, you got to get control of the bathrooms, the file cabinet area, but the defense on this really has to lock down the A site. It's very rare, but they do it. They do head to B at times, but again, the A site is very critical. It's the most attacked side, bomb site on the map. So right now they keep changing the map on us, or not changing it, but keep restarting the map here. So right now we're going to go over the starting lineups once we get set here.
It's going to be interesting to see what Prank does on this map. I'm not so sure he'll be using the scope, to be honest with you. I've seen him play very well with the AK-74U on this map, almost like there's no recoil at all for him. So we'll be interesting to see what the battle continues there between Juvie and Prank, whether or not they switch things up.
The player to watch, I think, on this map is going to definitely be Deny. He loves that close combat, and he loves the MP5 on this. And also, another player to watch is Michael D. Again, these two type players love the close combat, and they're very vicious with the SMGs. So right now, it looks like the starting lineup, the way we have it right now, for the Spitnas, Nexus will take that side. We have Juvie, Michael D, Muse, Gnome, and Deny. And for the SAS side, Pandemic, it will be Keith, Nabor, Prank, Curious, and Lay. So again, in case you're just joining us, Pandemic won the first map here. We're headed into the second map here. MP Vacant, so this is going to be a great map to watch here between two top caliber teams. A lot of killing, and you're going to see a lot of set nades also.
Yes, indeed. We're waiting on Lay to get in the game here. All other players are ready. So it's going to be interesting, like I said, to see a lot of spam nades, a lot of set nades in particular on offense going into the A sites. So will be interesting. Nabor is particularly fun to watch on this map because of all the jumps he knows. People may not think this is a jump-heavy map, and he has proven that otherwise with some ridiculous preset wall spams he does off some crazy jumps. So we'll be sure to check that out.
Yeah, right now I posed a question to some of the people out there in IRC that what would your top 5 teams be? And I have one here from Kahuna. He's saying Nexus, Pandemic, EG, 20ID, and Guardians. What? Okay.
Get out of here.
All right, Big Kahuna, we appreciate that. We have one from Eximius here, Solely. He's saying Nexus, Pandemic, EG, Powerhouse, and the Guardians. And that is from Solely there. Not bad, not bad. That is... we have Pandemic, Nexus, EG, Guardians, and Phoenix. Now, I guess Phoenix would be considered mob now since they joined, and we'll talk a little bit later about that. A lot of things have been happening in in COD4. A lot of player movements and a lot of merges, so we'll talk about that in a little while. So that is what I have thus far from people. So alright, now I'm looking here. Alright, well, we're just waiting on everybody to join up here. Looks like Jew is actually going to be the admin here for TGL. And Moors, I'm not sure if you're still in the channel. Are you here, bro?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm about to head out though. Let
Jeez,
you finish it
sound
up.
like you just rubbed one out, bro. You're just like, oh relaxed and chill. What's
I've
up,
had
man?
3 hours of sleep, man. I'm exhausted.
I don't want to hear excuses, bro. Oh, come on. What would be your top 5 Moors in Moors's world? In all honesty, tell us. Pressure's on you.
I think you have 3 teams that can take first on either day, which is EG, Pandemic, and Nexus. Like, those 3 teams are not going to be touched for a little bit. But then level it out, you have PHG, who is very good at LAN, and then you have Guardians right there with them, who is another top team, online and on LAN. But then you have Fragdom. The other teams like Mob, they haven't improved anything yet because it's new. I mean, so I don't know. And then you have the new Sinister and everything since the 50 cal breakup. So a lot of breakups, so it's kind of different now.
You can't I mean, look, Dirty Birds, I've watched them play, and lately they've been doing really, really good. You gotta kind of put them in a conversation.
I definitely agree there. That team should be CVO P.
I had no help when we played them.
Well, according to you, you're the only good player on your team, right?
That is true.
And stats don't lie, right? Right, Morris? Right.
Right. But then you have Bloodline also in there.
What?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far.
Hey, you're getting crazy now. You need some sleep, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bloodline's a decent team, but come on now.
Yeah, no.
Alright, we're back to live action here. We're Juvie taking out Curious there. So right now it's Keith, Nabor, and Prank, the 3 members left for Pandemic, going up against Muse and Juvie. So this is going to be interesting as Nexus is pushing the A dock right now. It looks like Keith is holding that down by himself here, and then it looks like Prank is at the file cabinet. So they got this person on lock here. A little bit over a minute here, wants him.
Yeah, Prank has picked up the AK-74. Anger is not scoping. So going to be interesting to see what he does. He is in A hallway waiting for Nexus to make their move. Juvie and Muse hanging out there. They're out of smoke. Here's Muse all the way down at the end of A hallway. Prank is staying still, not going to peek. His head is just under the edge of that box. So they have control of the A site. And Keith is just getting nailed at front barrels right now. I don't know how he's managing to stay alive. Gets a headshot on Muse, though. And Nabor is apparently playing flank right now. Is going to take out Juvie. Smart play by Pandemic. And I tell you what really got that round for him, Anger, were 2 early set nades. They stopped the push and got a hold of bathrooms, and it was all over from there on out.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at Nexus here. I'm going to look at him really close, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to take a look at Deny here because, again, I called it before this match started, and he better not make me look bad here because I think he's the one that's going to step up here. As he's moving to the B bomb site area, you just saw through his oh, he's going to get lit up here as he's... oh, no, I'm taking out Curious there with a nice set nade. Deny actually gets some cover there as he's being flashed. So we're going to take a look at him. And Michael D taking out Prank. So right now Keith and Nabor, the only 2 left here. Nabor takes him out. So we're going to take a look at Nabor as he's making his way towards the crappers right now. Past the file cabinets. And Nabor the only one left alive. So he's going to tough task here going up against Gnome, Muse, and Juvie. Michael D. And he gets taken out there by Muse. So 1-1, everything evened up here. So right now we're going to head to some War Room. Let's head to, let's go to Nexus.
Who are you going to call?
It's okay, 2 in. Right side barrel.
Barrels already. I need a barrel there.
Okay, just spam it through the wall at crates.
Got barrels.
Is that crates?
Hold on, I'm gonna nade back left.
I'm dead.
Barrels. Barrels. You missed. Barrels.
Barrels down.
Planning. Cover me.
Let's try to play spawn, A connect.
Nice. Oh, but I want the plant points.
Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Alright, back to live action here. Nexus now taking the lead back from Pandemic 2-1 here. Now, again, Nexus is on the offensive side here. And their starting lineups are Gnome, Deny, Juvie, and Muse, and Michael D. And for Pandemic here, they're on the defense. We have Nabor, Keith, Prank, Curious, and Lay. And Nabor getting taken out really quick there. I didn't see exactly what happened there off the start.
Oh, that's just a nade that Deny has been throwing all the way from spawn. Comes in through those ridiculous grates in the ceiling there, all the way by the SAS spawn. He's thrown that every round and got to kill a different person each time. So just a tricky nade he's got there, and it's working well for his team. Pandemic fighting back, though, as Deny is all by himself. Prank, wow. What a fun player to watch as he takes out Deny there. All tied up 2-2 here. This is normally a very offensive-sided map, so everything's all tied up right now. Both teams really even, Anger.
Yeah, right now we have Nabor going 4-3, Prank going 3-2. We have Gnome for Nexus going 3-2, and Deny going 5-3. So doing a nice job making me look good thus far. So right now we have Gnome at the A dock, and Pandemic is coming out of the A site very aggressively here. Oh, Curious! Wow. Taking out Gnome at the dock. Nice shot. Keep taking out Michael D. And so Juvie right now is in the spawn area, kind of by the gas truck here, as Prank and Juvie are going to go 1v1 here. Shots being fired back and forth. Nabor taking out Deny, and Prank taking out Juvie there, and Pandemic. God. Wow, they said screw this. They're coming out of the A site very quickly there, and they take out Nexus with no problem there. So 3-2, Pandemic back in the lead, and back and forth they go here again. Punches being exchanged by these two teams.
Oh my goodness, Pandemic just came out swinging. Here comes Prank again. He's going to get mowed down. So is Keith. Gnome doing it again there. Nabor going to get an easy Juvenile, or Juvenile's going to go down to Nabor there. So Pandemic has slowed things down here. They're not rushing out anymore. Pandemic, Prank was the only one to go out there and go guns a-blazing, but it looks like Deny is on the A site. He's going to get the plant down. He's got smoke. Michael D has his cover from the rear. And as long as Nexus can get outside, then they should clutch this pretty easily. They have control of the outside of A. And looks like Nabor's going to fight into Michael D. What a shot there. Long distance dink on him. So Nabor moving into the site with Lay. They are onto the bomb. Gnome is sitting on front dock. And I'm trying to cycle through and find out where Deny is. Deny is sitting all the way watching flank. Yeah, he's watching flank. He's a little too far away to do any good here if Gnome goes down. So going to be interesting to see what happens here, Anger. Nabor is on the defuse.
Yeah, Lay's giving him cover. Oh, he just got taken out by Gnome. Oh, Gnome taking out Nabor with an M4 shot. Nice double kill there. So 3-2 now. Nexus, or excuse me, 3-3 now. Nexus ties everything back up. Wow, again, I love matches like this when they go back and forth. You just can see the skill level between these two teams. And right now we're going to head to Pandemic's War Room. Let's go there now.
He's on dirt!
He ran up.
He's running on base!
Got one.
Back off, back off, back off!
Got the other.
Nice.
He's got dirt!
They're out of nades, eh?
No, I dumpster. Going back to platform.
We have another smoker now. Don't peek, don't peek, don't peek. They're out of nades and shit.
Both platform.
Both on platform?
They're on platform picking. They're picking. Get in spots where you can't get fragged from. I'm gonna spam, Jace. I'm gonna spam platform.
Dirt.
Sitting platform. Dirt, yeah.
I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Don't get 1v whatever.
Nice.
Alright, good go. Nice guy.
All right, back to live action here. 4-3, Pandemic taking back the lead here, and they just merged right on Gnome there, and they just took him out. Very tough for Gnome there as he's in the open by the A dock area. Just couldn't get the job done there. So 4-3 right now, Pandemic in the lead. Looking at Nexus now, we're going to have Michael D holding off the mid area. Looks like Deny with that crazy set nade like you were talking about a little bit earlier. Muse on the graffiti hallway dumpster here, making his way in, and Gnome pushing his way, getting some wall shots here in the A side. Looks like Juvie just doing his thing, scoping it up right now as he's moving on to the dock area. So right now Nabor taking out Michael D. So right now it's going to be 4v4 Wansum as looks like Nexus is making their approach to A site.
Yeah, they're out on dock right now. They're spamming through, not getting any kills there. Smoke has been put down, however, as Lay takes out Muse. Keith is in the back of A right now. Juvie with that scope, doing it again, takes out Lay, but there's Nabor to clean up the mess. And Gnome is by his lonesome again against Keith, takes out Nabor. So 1v1 here. Keith is at back barrels, Gnome is on dock. Here we going. Two great players going out of here. Gnome on top of his team, Keith at 4 and 5. Still a great clutch player as Smoke goes up front. Keith is going to push up into A Hall. Gnome does see him, however. So going to be interesting to see what Keith plays here. He's trying to flank Anger, and I'm not sure that's the wisest thing to do in this case.
Yeah, this is a nice cat and mouse type feel here between these two players, Gnome and Keith. Gnome knows where Keith is going and takes him out there. Nice shot as he was waiting for Keith to make that move into the open area. And now everything once again tied up here, 4-4. And we're going to head to the 9th round. And Wansome, this is an instant classic.
Oh, this is a lot of fun to cast. You know, in my opinion, the two best teams in the game right now are duking it out for pride. I'm not sure how much money is on the line for this TGL tournament. I don't know if you can fill me in on that. I don't know if Moores is still here, but great TGL action coming at you. And I want to remind you guys to check out LeetTube.com, our current media partner, sort of like the YouTube for video games. Got some frag videos on there. Upload them, look at other people's. Cool stuff. So Prank and Nabor all by themselves now as Nabor goes down. Prank is in bathrooms, looks like, with the AK-74U, and he's got a massive job ahead of him. He's going to run across to the A site. How is he not going down? Yeah, there he goes to Deny. And Deny is sticking to your word here, Anger. He's playing pretty well for his team at 8 and 6.
Yep, Gnome right now in the top gunner here for Nexus. He's going 11 and 5, so he's really doing excellent here thus far. Nabor going 9 and 6, and Keith going 6 and 7. So the close combat style here on the defensive side, Pandemic not living it up too much here, but as a team-wise, they're doing a great job. But individual killing, they're not doing too good.
Whoa.
But Nexus right now is on the prowl big time here. They're moving into A. They're going to get the bomb down here as Gnome is on the bomb. Get that down. So right now it's going to be 2v4 right now. Nexus with the numbers here as Gnome is kicking back in the A site. And it looks like Prank is by the file cabinets here trying to possibly make his way into A site right here if wants him.
Yeah, he's by the TV right now and coming out in front dock. He's going to run into Juvie there if he's not careful. They see each other. There goes Prank into the A site, runs into Michael D and Gnome. Michael D takes him out with that MP5, 6-4. But again, this is a pretty offensive-sided map. It's real hard to cover those A bomb sites because of the paper-thin walls. So Pandemic doing a nice job thus far. It's 6-4, and we got 2 rounds left in this half.
Yeah, those walls are not American-made there once, so that's the whole thing there. But Hackett just expired me and let me know that $1,500 for the first place, $1,000 for the second, and $500 for the third. So there's no chump change involved there. Some nice little money there. Buy some honeys. You can buy a prostitute. You can get an escort there, just like the governor or the ex-governor of New York. So right now, Lay is the only. Oh, he gets taken out there by Gnome and Nexus right now, extending their lead here, 7-4. The pressure is on Nexus though, Wansome, as we know, Pandemic won the first map and we are in the second here. So right now we're going to head to some War Room. Let's go listen in to some Nexus.
Watch for a hard flank. Watch for a hard flank.
Nade and barrels. I can't nade barrels to the smoke. Can't nade barrels to the smoke. Cannot nade barrels to the smoke.
Fridge.
I can nade barrels now.
Bathroom. He's
back. Nice. I'm smoking in.
Bathroom again.
I got bathroom.
One's great.
One's
great.
Left side of the site. Oh, fridge jump. I'm in the left side of the site. Prone stuck.
Good job.
I'm dead. Left side of the site. He's at that fridge.
Grates and left side.
Gate.
I can't see him. Where you at? Battles.
Push him B.
Alright. Nice.
Playing B.
I am. Bomb down. I got the entrance. Just watch the other side.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Right on the side, right there.
That was just Joe. You were just like running around like a retard there. I mean,
I was trying to get in this spot. That's my fault.
Don't worry about it, guys. Let's go.
Should have
Good
had
defense.
All right, back to live action here. 7-5 here, and Keith clutches it up there, taking out 2 Nexus members there. And you know what? I got Nexus did a nice job there by rotating back to B and getting that plant down. But Keith, oh my God, he stepped it up there, and he needed that round there because you don't want to go down any more rounds to Nexus, especially on a map like this.
Oh, absolutely. Great round by him. Played smart, came in quietly. And Nexus really just moving around too much, making too much noise. But, you know, this first round of play, Limek, if you could, let's follow Nabor. I want to see what he's going to do at the A side if he does the same thing he did at the LAN. Going to be interesting to see. So as we start off, looks like Nabor is headed to the A site. He's going to make his way around the car. Pandemic is in a 2-2 split here, going down A and B hallway. Nabor making his way back to the shed area. And looks like we are going to see these infamous jumps he does. Here comes a set nade from Nabor. Looks like he's going to be throwing one to back barrels. As Pandemic is just raging right now, coming into the bathrooms. And Michael D taking out Keith there, so really interesting play here. And Nabor looks like he has moved into the A site as Curious G goes down, takes down Michael D, I'm sorry, and Muse answering back into Curious G. Muse beasting up, taking Nabor out, and wow, you know, Pandemic came in hard and fast, and Nexus just shut him down there. No smoke, no cover, and just outshot him.
Well, Pandemic was using the flank maneuver, going down to B hallway or around the B kitchen and make their way around to the mid area, to the crapper and to the file cabinet. They didn't get the job done because Nexus actually outflanked them. So right now, I'm looking at Pandemic here. Again, we have Lay in the B hallway right now, and he doesn't have any backup as of yet, but the majority of the members... Oh, there's Curious into the scene here as he's in the mid area with Lay, making her way to the file cabinet and crapper's area. So we're going to take a look here at Lay. As Lay... Oh, Keith... Just a lot of action back and forth here as Prank takes out a nice pistol shot there, 8-6. That was very, very fast there, as a lot of the action was just fast-paced that particular round.
Yeah, they really stormed into the A site there once they had him on the heels and caught Nexus looking the wrong way, actually. So, Pandemic coming back here again, offensive-sided map. Looks like they may do a B push here, Anger, as we have Keith coming through the A hallway. Set nade takes out Naz. Deny, I'm sorry, as Deny answers back to Keith. They trade nades there. Nabor and Juvie going out of here into the bathroom area. Nabor has a slow-firing M16. Not sure what he's doing rushing. As Curious G taking some fire there from the B hallway. Let's cycle through and see who that is. It is Juvie. He's picked up an MP5 for these rush tactics that Pandemic is throwing at him. As Michael D and Juvie have control of the B hallway, Pandemic may think about going A here. As Curious G says no, hops around the corner, but goes down to Michael D. Prank taking Michael D out. So Pandemic just coming through with Nabor and Prank to the B bomb site. Nabor is going to look like fake. Gnome sees him, and there's Nabor with that M16. I spoke too soon. He had that for a reason. So Pandemic taking another round, 8-7 here.
Yeah, Keith and Muse having a little man love between each other there. Keith had that nice double nade there, and Muse giving him some props, and they were just a lot of man love there. They're just talking to one another. So right now we have Keith heading over to the graffiti hallway. We have Lay going to B hallway. Nabor holding out the garden. Wow, Lay, nice double shot, double nade kill there, taking out Michael D and Juvie. That's going to help the cause here for Pandemic. 5-on-3 in the early portion of this round here. Gnome and Muse are in the A site. And back and forth shots being taking place here. Muse the only one left alive, and Muse getting taken out by Prank. Wow, 8-8, everything tied up. As Pandemic is on the offensive side, Nexus on the defense, and looks like Pandemic may be stepping up their game a little bit here.
Yeah, actually, let's go to their war room right now, see what the mood's like in Pandemic, see what they're calling, and see what kind of strats they're using over there.
It's fast. Got him. He ran to ice. He's got ice. Bathroom. Oh, he hit me outside. Spam off. Can't do it.
Hey, you gotta watch this hallway, dude.
He likes playing top bridge, Justin.
What's in back?
Second!
I can flash an ace.
He's clawed, I'm flashing him and going. I flash him dead, I'm flashing.
Second! Got second! Nice!
Plant it!
I'll play it.
Plant it.
Yeah, I'm in B. Bathroom.
Ah, fuck me. Connector, don't, you guys, bomb down. Justin, what the hell are you doing? With that deagle. I'm in quad.
I got flank. Where is he?
In B. Nice. Nice.
All right, back to live action here as Pandemic is taking back the lead here, 9-8, and a little 1v1 matchup there between Michael D and Prank, I believe. So right now, 9-8, Pandemic takes back the lead. So we're going to look at Pandemic here, Wansome, and what are you seeing here from them? What type of offense?
Well, it looks like they're just really just pushing these A and B halls relatively fast and just outgunning Nexus at the bathroom area. Again, Michael D has not been able to control bathrooms for Nexus as he goes down to Curious G again. Speak of the devil. So once Pandemic takes control of these bathrooms, it's really, Nexus is on their heels, Anger. They don't have control of the leeway between both bomb sites, and Pandemic can go whichever way they please. So looks like Keith is going to rush into the site here. Gnome's on top of the fridge. He's grabbing a bite to eat, but he is going to get taken out by Curious G there. So Nexus down again. Deny is by himself as he takes out Lay. He's hanging out, looks like, in the filing cabinet areas. Yes, I do believe so, as he fires on Nabor. Nabor cook nades him. Catch that, buddy. Nice catch. So 8-10, and Pandemic just really showing their strength on this map.
Yeah, the way I looked at it, Curious and Lay go B hallways. Curious moves into the Crappers area as Lay covers his flank, and then the strength comes into A. Well, it looks like Prank is always the one that lays the bomb down, at least these last 2 times when they got the bomb down. So that is their strat. So they really emphasize on the A bomb site big time here, and they watch their backs pretty good from the B side.
Yeah, I agree, and Nabor getting a nice set nade there. Pandemic has really slowed things down here this round. They aren't pushing through as fast. Juby's got that scope there at back barrels. He's going to be hard to get out of there as he's getting spammed through the wall from Nabor. Looks like he's up on his jump there, Anger. Check that out. I don't know how you get up there, man. But Nabor putting some spam fire down on Juby, getting him out of there as he takes down Keith, however. 2v2, Prank and Nabor versus Gnome and Juvie here. Nabor and Prank are set up outside the A bomb site. Some smoke going up inside the A building. Juvie is still at back barrels. I'm going to cycle through and see if I can't find Gnome as he's covering B. But he is in the A office, so he is able to help out there. So Juvie taking out Nabor there. Prank is by himself, but 1v2 not so much for Prank. I mean, he's done it in the past. He can do it again as he has a scope. He's going to cook a nade here. See if he can get a cheap kill on Juvie. Does not. Throwing in a flash. He's going to come around the corner with his eagle here at back barrels. Takes it out. Does he get the kill? No, he does not. As Gnome team kills his own player, but gets to Prank as well. 10-9. Sacrificial lamb there, but does the job.
Gnome said, screw that, I'm making sure I'm getting this kill, and we're going to get this round back in our favor. Goodness, he even had to take out Juvie in that whole transaction, but still, they get that round back in their favor. Prank and Keith going down Graffiti hallway, and pretty much the same strat. Again, Nabor hitting mid, and Nabor with a nice double nade, or double kill nade there, and Prank taking out Juvie. So right now, Pandemic is in the B bomb site right now. Nabor and Lay, wow, they got there so freaking quick. It was ridiculous, and Prank was the only casualty for Pandemic.
Yeah, they got in there really, really fast. That huge double nade kill really helped out a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and watch Nabor again, see if they do the same sort of thing. Prank with the early kill there on Muse with that scope. Drop the AK-74 for it. So it's interesting to see how Prank is dynamic with his team depending on which bomb site they attack. He'll switch his gun up. As Curious G has moved into the B hallway, taking fire on Michael D as Deny takes him out. However, smoke has been deployed in the B hall. Keith is making his way there now through the middle courtyard. As Deny is beasting up, takes out Nabor. So Lay and Keith headed towards the B hallway right now. Keith is going to come around the corner, put some fire down on Deny, takes him out. So great play by Pandemic there, baiting each other, as, really effectively as Gnome takes out Prank. So what do you see from Juvie and Gnome right now?
Well, Gnome right now is in the A bomb site, and I was just impressed there. But I just look at Pandemic, and again, I'm not trying to get on their nuts too much here, but it's just the way that they're so efficient, get into B very quickly, and it's usually the same strat. The only thing they tweak up is possibly move into mid area to the file cabinet, or they can change it up and go to B. Either way, they're quick at doing that, and that's very impressive here. But we're looking at Gnome as he's being stunned here, and he's going, oh, he almost took out Lay there, as Lay stunned himself as he's moving in for that kill. So right now it's going to be Lay going up against Juvie right now. Juvie gets taken out by Lay with the 74, so 12-9 here. Pandemic extends their lead. We're going to head on over to Nexus's war room here, as this possibly could be the last round. Let's go to Nexus now.
They're just rolling off momentum. Let's stop them right now. Sure, a B rush.
Come on left side, I'm flashing A. One up.
One up.
Nice job.
There you go. Good.
Now keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Nice job, Preston.
Wow, Nexus is not going away, Wansome. They just got a team ace there, 12-10. So we're not going to cut this one out yet here. We're going to take a look at Nexus. Wansome, go ahead, take a see what they're doing here.
All right, we'll do it. You know, I don't know if that was a matter of Nexus beasting up or Pandemic getting hasty in their rush, but Juvie and Gnome hanging out on the A side as Michael D gets an early kill on Prank there. That's going to help out immensely. So Muse, Juvie, and Gnome hanging out on the A side. Pandemic could be making a B rush here as there's no nades, smoke or flashes going down here at the A site. So Nabor taking out Gnome there, though. So Curious G has control of the bathrooms. Again, pivotal in this map as Keith takes down Juvie, and Muse is by himself in A now. He's got some trouble coming his way, Anger.
Yeah, Michael D, Muse holding off A. We have Lay coming in. Oh, taking out Deny. Now Keith and Curious have came to the scene of the crime here. Michael D getting crossfired here. Michael D taking out Curious. He's going one-on-one with Keith. Oh, he's going. Nabor coming out on the flank here. Oh, Michael D gets taken out by Nabor's nade. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. Pandemic wins this 13-10. They win 2 maps to 0. So congratulations goes out to Pandemic as they move to the finals, going up against the Guardians next week. Outstanding match between both teams.
Yeah, great play by both teams. You know, you gotta hand it to Nexus sticking with Pandemic for that long. They are, in my opinion, the #1 team in this game right now, despite what happened at Nerveland. You know, they caught Pandemic on strike there pretty early. Not a real strong map for Pandemic as it looked, but you know, Pandemic came out swinging there on MP Vacant and really showed Nexus what they had to offer strat-wise, and just flat out outgunned them. Got into the B site, got into the A site, and took control of those bathrooms. Again, that's the most important part of that map, and Nexus was unable to control that with Michael D tonight.
Yeah, and another thing too, I think if they look back at this, they may kick themselves in the butt just a little bit there. In the first map, they had Pandemic down, I believe, 4 rounds there towards the end, and they just couldn't get over that hump there and close them out, and that was very critical there because Pandemic answered back, and they took Nexus out in that first map on strike, and that set the momentum there. Even though they were going back and forth in the first 11 or 12 rounds there on Vacant here. But again, offense, Pandemic was just ultra aggressive. Their strat, I mean, teams are probably going to look at this and say, oh, we could do this, but not with those type of guns, because when you have 2 going the A hallway, 2 going B, you got to have some good guns to really do a lot of kills there. And they really changed it up by going to the crapper, to the file cabinets, or they could have went to B. They had a nice interchange there with that strat. And it was just a great overall win there by Pandemic. So again, Nexus, no slouch. They did an outstanding job. They really held up to the challenge here. They just couldn't just put Pandemic away, and that was the overall outcome there.
Yeah, great job by both teams. Look forward to watching them play in the future. And speaking of the future, we're headed to Gigafrag Land this weekend, Anger. So make sure you guys tune in for that. My man Anger will be there live, as well as Connor Just Add Water Parker will be there, bringing you guys some action from those West Coast teams. So going to be real interesting to watch. Going to be a fun event, and we'll be bringing that to you guys live.
Yeah, I can't wait for this weekend. Do some live casting at a LAN. Again, it may not be like a Nerve LAN with all the prestigious teams, but yet it is a LAN, and e-rev will be covering it, and there will be some good individual players there for sure that are making pug teams. So it's going to be fun to watch. So make sure you guys stay tuned here to e-rev as we get that. And yes, you will be able to see me live. I know a lot of you guys want to see what I look like, so you guys can do your thing behind closed doors and stuff. So it's all butter. It's all good. So do you have any shout outs there, Wansome?
No, it was pretty quiet for me tonight. I did not announce I was taking them, so if you got a couple, run through them.
All right, really quick here. I have one here from Tra. Tell Moores to show up to LAN. So he's going to, if he does, I'm going to pinch his nipples. That's from Tra from e-rev. We appreciate that, Tra. Love my boys over there at e-rev. Some SAB guys there. And Audacity here. Shout out to all the e-rev staff that got the web back up. That goes mainly a lot to Pele and yourself, Wansum, for doing that. Wansum, you're just an all-around utility guy for e-rev here. We have one here from Zito from Envision, and he's answering the question I asked a little bit earlier about the top 5 teams right now in North America. He says Nexus, EG, Pandemic 3, Guardians, and PHG. Really, there's between 1 and 3, really no, you could put any one there, 1A, 1B, 1C pretty much there. We have one here from Datazor. Shout out to Netizen, I believe, Mighty Esports. That's from Datazor. I have one here from Gator Valle. See, my shout out, Vanland 1.0, 420-man LAN in Vancouver, Canada. Compete for $17,000. Are you kidding me? Imagine how many hookers and escorts you can get for that. My God! In Call for Duty, Counter-Strike 1.6 source. Oh, okay, so it's a pretty much mixture for all the games. So show some love to Vanland. We'll be there also in Vancouver, so I can't wait for that one. Looks like here from Jay Fingers, he says Nexus, Pandemic, EG, Guardians, and PHG. Appreciate that, Fingers. As I have 2 more here, and we'll clean this up. From Crazy from Gigafrag, ask me if I'm done with the cast. No, I will be in just a second. And shout out here from my man Joint Task Force 2 from the Dirty Bird. Shout out to Anger for being so cute. And if it's not too late, I guess, nope, it's not too late. I got that shout out for you, JTF2. So that is pretty much it here. We're going to put this to rest here as Pandemic here. We're going to recap really quick here. Pandemic wins here 2-0. They take out Nexus, and not an easy task, but they will be going up against the Guardians next week again for best of 3. And you can only watch it here at e-rev TV. Wansum, any last words?
No, that's it for me. Limac, what's up, man?
Too bad that this match didn't go into a 3rd map. It would have been fun, but we got an exciting 2 first maps for sure, and overtime in the first one. Really good cast tonight, guys. Well done.
Thank you, Limac. Coming from you, and I'm surprised your name is Limac, because again, you're changing your name so many damn times. But that's all good.
Decide to quit doing that. I mean, others are doing it. I just tried to be different and keep my name.
All right. And real quick to Naz and Mexinem, I'll be over there right now to scrim with you cuties. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. But for Anger and Wansum and Limac, would like to say goodnight as Pandemic wins 2-0 in the TGL Last Stand COD4 tourney. They move on to the finals against the Guardians. So until next week, or until the next cast, which probably will be Sunday, bon voyage.
e-rev, applied directly to the forehead. e-rev, applied directly to the forehead.
e-rev is not responsible for any monitor to head-related injuries. View at your own risk.